Hi everyone and welcome to the Yin Way. I'm Casey and today's class is a Yin Yoga class for deep relaxation. So if you have a yoga brick, go and grab yourself that. If you don't, then grab a couple of pillows or cushions or even some books that you can stack on top of each other. So we're going to get started today by coming onto our backs. And you're going to have your feet on the ground and just let your knees roll in so that they're touching each other. Just start to shimmy your shoulders down your spine. Bring your arms away from the sides of your body and turn your palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes. And we're just going to take these first few moments to really relax your body. If you're feeling particularly stressed or you've had a really busy day, then it can feel challenging at first to relax. And so just allow yourself to notice what you feel in your body, any thoughts that are swirling around in your mind. And each breath that you take while we're here, just feel your body sinking deeper into the mat. As you do that, your muscles start to relax a little bit more. There's a sense of release, a sense of letting go. Just start to notice the rhythm of your breath. The quality of your breath, is it shallow or are you able to breathe deeply? Just relaxing through the whole of your face. We often hold a lot of tension in our jaws. So you're just going to relax your jaw, and as you do that, feel a softening in your mouth so your teeth will part. So you're not clenching your teeth together. And just feel your breath traveling a little bit further now. Moving all the way up into your chest so your breath can get a little bit deeper, a little longer. It's really wonderful that something so simple as focusing on the breath and taking deep breaths, how healing and how restorative that is. It's so simple, and it's something we can all do in any moment that we need it. And so you're now just going to start to open your eyes and bring yourself up. And we're going to come over onto our hands and knees and come into child's pose. So have a little bit of space between the knees. Bring the big toes to touch, and you're going to sink your hips back towards your heels and come and rest your forehead down. Your arms will stay relaxed, your elbows are bent. If you're quite tight and this is uncomfortable and challenging for you to have your forehead on the mat, then just grab the prop that you're using and you're just going to rest your forehead on there for a little bit of support. In Yin Yoga, we hold the postures for a few minutes at a time. And not only is that wonderful for your physical body, but it allows that deep relaxation that we're looking for in today's practice. And actually, that can be the hardest thing of all for so many of us, is that ability to be still. And it really is a practice, so if this is challenging for you, just acknowledge that. See it as a practice. See it as something that you're training your body and your mind to do. Just notice if you're still holding tension. Sometimes I notice that I'm still holding tension in my upper body, particularly through my shoulders. And you can just let go of that by feeling your chest being drawn down to the ground. So you completely release. And you'll notice that even when you think your body is relaxed, as we hold it, you'll just become more and more relaxed. And then we're going to start to slowly come up out of your child's pose and back down onto your back. You're going to need to grab your prop again, so whether that be your brick or some cushions stacked on top of each other or some books. And you're going to have your feet wide, so they're as wide as your hips, and we're just going to lift the hips up and you're going to pop that support underneath you. And it goes at the very base of your spine, so you should feel supported. And you're just going to see how high feels suitable for you to come up. So I'm going to stay down quite low today, but if you are able to, you may want to come a little higher up like this. Just really notice your body. That's the beauty of this practice, is that we slow down so much that you're able to tune in, you're able to notice what feels good, what doesn't feel good, and adjust accordingly. You can close your eyes now and just let everything relax. So that support underneath you is holding the weight of your body. As well as releasing through the lower back, you'll be getting just a very gentle stretch through the front of your body. I read a quote yesterday, I can't quite remember the exact words, but it was saying something about how when we're in silence, that is when we have the best conversations. That's when we get the answers that we've been looking for. And it's so very true, because when you come into stillness, whether it be a practice like yin yoga or when you come into meditation, it can take a little while, but it's almost as though, imagine that you had 10 TV channels or 10 radio stations on at the same time. And so there's so much noise. And within that noise, you're not able to clearly hear one thing. And for so many of us, that's what's going on in our minds throughout the day. And so within the practice of yin, or within the practice of stillness, you switch off all of those channels and you're able to hear clearly that thing that you're meant to hear. And within that, there are answers. And it's very different from what we're conditioned to think. So often we're conditioned to think that we need to keep doing things. We need to keep searching for the answers that we want. When actually, sometimes doing the opposite is exactly what we need. Just stopping and pausing and reflecting. And now that I've been rambling on, I'm going to leave you guys here for another minute or so to be with silence and stillness. And then we're going to lift up the hips. Come down off what you've been resting on really slowly. And make your way to come and sit up. And then we're going to come into a pose called butterfly. So we'll bring the soles of the feet together, and then you just let the knees draw out to the sides. And your knees might be up much higher. That's perfectly okay. You may find that it helps you to get your prop again and just sit your hips up on it. And when that will be really useful, you'll know if you need to do that if you're not able to tilt your pelvis forwards. So if that's not happening, if you're being pulled back, sit your hips up a little higher, and that's going to help you out a whole lot. So you're just going to start to just really gradually feel your way into it. It doesn't matter how far you come down. We're not trying to get down as far as we possibly can, but you actually just want to see where your body naturally goes. So there's no element of force or no element of pulling yourself down. like we would do in a different style of yoga where we're only holding it for a few breaths. And then you just also need to see where is suitable for you to have your feet. So you may want to draw them in a little bit closer, or it might feel better for you to draw them away. Let's see what feels good for you. And then we're going to let the head drop down, let the arms relax, let the shoulders relax. And we're going to settle into that beautiful stillness and silence. And because the mind often needs a lot of guidance, a lot of training to stay in the present moment, while we're here, just keep your attention on the sensations that you feel. And you should feel that through your hips, the outsides of the hips, in the groin. And then it's a very deep release through the lower back. You'll feel it more as the time goes on. It's a little bit longer here. And then we're just going to start to really slowly peel up. Take your time. And we'll come into a cross-legged position from here. If you were on the brick, you may very well want to stay up on it or on your pillows, whatever it is that you're sitting on. You can bring your hands to wherever's comfortable on your lap, on your legs, and just close your eyes. So after those few postures, you should already be feeling much more calm, much more relaxed than when you began. And that's the beauty of the asana practice within yoga, is that it helps to clear our mind and our body of distractions so that we can sit here in stillness for however long we choose. And just start to feel your shoulders relax now. Feel your sit bones really heavy, really anchored into the ground. Notice where there is still tension present in your body. Become aware of that. And with that awareness, you can drop it away. You can release it. So it becomes a very conscious way for you to release tension. Become aware of your breath again, just as we were doing at the beginning of class. And there's no need for you to change it. And you're just going to start to blink your eyes open when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Thursday. I will see you for our next class.